Hey friends, Wanda here. We're in the kitchen. Man, it's cold outside today. Yesterday we were 85. Today we're low 50s. And it's cold and damp. So we're in the house. No planting today. Hopefully tomorrow. We'll see. But hey, I wanted to come on because I don't know if you remember, but I did a post, or I'm not sure. I think I did a video on this that we made this Apple Brandy back in October 2022. We're now April, 6 months later. Now, we filled these jars. These are half-gallon jars. I filled both of these all the way up and left a little air space because you don't want it to expand over. And we filled them with apples and raisins, okay? And I believe sugar, I do believe. And now it's been 6 months, so now we want to, and you can tell, let me lift that up. They've been downstairs in the basement in a cool spot on my shelf, just sitting there waiting for 6 months to come. Now you can leave them longer, depends on how strong you like them. So this is my first batch of Apple Brandy. So what we're going to do, I'm going to take the lid off and I'm going to show you down inside. It's all food, and this is supposed to make apple brandy. And we'll be straining it. But before I decide to strain it, I want to taste it. Because if it's not quite what I want it to be, is your own taste preference now, okay, when you do this. So this is 6 months. I can go as high as 10 months. But it'll be, the longer you let it sit, the less sweet it is, okay? It will lose the sweetness out of the apples and raisins. So, and we'll see what it's going to taste like. If I like the taste, I've got my strainer and my big bowl here to strain off the juice. Now, what are we going to do with the leftover stuff if we decide to strain it today? Well, you can use these apples and raisins in a bread or muffins, or, just cook them up and use them in something like that, like a bread or some muffins, or, I don't know, put them in your pancake batter. Yum. Have apple raisin pancakes. I mean, I don't know. I think it'd be good. I think it'd be good in a muffin or a bread. Or if you don't want to do that, it's okay. You can put them on your compost pile if you don't feel like it's safe after 6 months sitting in this jar. I personally don't see anything wrong with in the jar itself. I'm going to show you what's inside the jar. And I'm going to taste. I got a spoon and a spatula just in case, okay? So the first thing I'm going to take is, it's had this wrap on there really tight, and it had a rubber band on there. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to take that off. And I'm going to set this to the side. And I'll grab it if I need it. But I just want to show you what it actually looks like up close. You can see inside the jar. Okay, you can tell they've been making and settling down in the jar. I don't see any funky stuff. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, and the juice level, now they have shrunk it because it's, the sugar, and the sugar from the raisins and the apples have really compressed in the jar. And we have this much in this one, and it looks like that much in that one. How much actual brandy we're going to get, liquid, it's hard to say. But we'll take whatever we can get. So you can at least see that when the jar was filled up to here with all the fruit, the apples, and the raisins, of course, these were all organic. So this will be an organic made apple brandy that we're doing. So I'm just going to put the phone down. I'm going to take my spoon, and I'm just going to take a little bit of that juice off, and I'm going to taste test it and see what I think before I decide to take the lid off of that one. So we're going to try and see what it looks like, but it looks great inside. There's still healthy looking apples and raisins in there. So no harm there. Okay, let's put this down. Let me see if I can come up a little closer. Hopefully I don't drop this. Okay. All right, let me put my sleeves up a little. And let's get some of this juice. I'm just gonna give it a little, little stir. Mix it in a little before I decide to, we'll see how potent it is, right? Okay, let's take some of that juice off. Okay. And I'm going to bring the phone back over. Okay, there it is. That's what it looks like when it comes up out of the jar. And of course, if it tastes good, we're going to strain it off. Let me see if I... Oh, I'm sorry. I knew I was going to do that. All right, let me bring it over here. Okay, I'm just going to line it up so you'll be able to see me. Okay, I'm going to slide this over. Here we go. Let's try out our apple brandy and see how it tastes. Ooh, it's puckery. It's got that vinegar, winey brandy taste. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Definitely got a kick, but it tastes good. It's got that alcohol-y taste. And you can taste those, ooh, you can taste that apple. It doesn't taste bad at all. So I think we're going to go ahead and strain it because I want to put one in my bottle. And you can use any bottle. You can use an old wine bottle. I think I got a bottle right here. I've got an old rum bottle that I use for when I make my homemade vanilla extracts. So this is a beautiful glass bottle, and I don't know how much we'll get in it, but still, reuse your bottles. And it's got a nice tight lid, so I think I may just wind up using this. So we'll put that to the side. Don't know how long it's going to take to strain. But yeah, whoa, that was pretty good. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead. And we're going to go ahead and just put this right in here. Let me line that up for you so you can see. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and we are just going to dump all this in there. Now this will be step 1, okay? Step 1 is to put it in the strainer. So you can let it sit there for about, an hour. And make sure, because you'll have to do both jars. Okay? You turn that kettle off. I hear it. I'll get ready to have a cup of tea. It's Good Friday. Gotta have my tea. Okay, so what we're going to do... Oh, I got a few raisins left in there. So what you're going to do, you're going to take and let that seep out and get out of there. And let me see how much I have. And then you can kind of just like let it sit. Because if you smash it too much, you're going to get a lot of the apple pieces. Okay? So you just want to let it sit there and strain naturally. And it'll take a little bit. And I'm going to put that one in there because I'm going to need it when I strain this one. And then when we get to the, right now we have... probably about 12 ounces so far of juice. But then when we're all done straining both, you will want to take your cheesecloth of whatever you have, a cheesecloth. This is reused and reused. You will take your mixture and put it in your cheesecloth. That way you can squeeze and twist the remaining juice without all that going through your strainer. It'll all stay in the cheesecloth. And then you can reuse this for bread, muffins, because it's going to be mushy by then. So, but we're going to let this sit, and we're going to come back after I get all this in the bowl and see how long it takes. And it does have a nice little kick to it, not overly. It does taste good. It's all healthy, all organic. So what a wonderful way to turn your raisins and your apples into an apple brandy. And so we're going to let that go. And we'll come back when we get just about done. I'll probably go ahead and put this in a separate bowl just so I can do this one. And then I'll take them and strain and put the rest in here. All right, we'll see you back when we get both of these strained out.